Hey y'all, it's me, Brittany. I was coming in to do, like I said, I was gonna try to be doing a weekly check-in. Look at me, whoop, whoop. The key is consistency. Like I said in the beginning of the year, consistency and discipline. So this is probably gonna help me a lot when it comes to consistency and discipline. But let's talk business. With this YouTube page, I want to kind of have different avenues I want to take it into. I don't want to just have one single focal point. As you all know, I am on a weight loss journey. I'm trying to lose up to 100 pounds, give or take. If I lose more, I don't know. But if I lose less, maybe let's just say 80, around roughly between 80 to 100 pounds. But anywho, I also want to start doing and implementing my businesses and my outtake when it comes to entrepreneurship, running a business versus staying on your job, working your 9 to 5. If you're comfortable, if you love your job, not taking on entrepreneurship, because a lot of people fail to realize that if your entrepreneurship path is not something that you truly love, it becomes another job without benefits. That you have to create. You are now the boss. You are now the leader. You are now responsible for everything that happens within that business. And I'm starting to think that people are not realizing that. So let's dive into that. So what I'm starting to see a trend of, there are a lot of people that are wanting to, well, we have the Great Resignation, as you guys know. So there are so many people diving into different businesses, saying they want to go into entrepreneurship, saying they want to start their own business, which is amazing, which is great. But entrepreneurship is not for everyone. Let me explain. So some people may go into entrepreneurship and business ownership thinking, oh, I'm just going to come out the gate making hundreds and thousands and maybe even millions of dollars in revenue. And that is just not how it works. I mean, you have some that come out, I can't even say that, because nobody, if you talk to any entrepreneurs, any successful business owners, they will all tell you coming out the gate, nobody took off immediately. Their entrepreneurship, anything that has to do with business, even working a 9 to 5, everything has to do with ups and downs. You will fail. That is inevitable. And when it comes to, if you're working a 9 to 5, you can easily just get a little tap on the hand, like, hey, don't do that again. But when you're talking about an actual business and running a business, that tap is going to be more like a slap on the backside of your neck if you do something wrong, because one wrong thing can completely mess up your business. It can make things go left really quickly. And that's something that I don't feel like a lot of entrepreneurs are truly showing. As an entrepreneur, I don't know if you guys know, but I did take the leap. I jumped. I quit my job. Actually, I had a corporate job for a little over 2 years. I was working in banking, and it was a great job. I loved that job. I woke up every morning, never once did I was like, oh, I gotta go to work. But that's due to me having such a great team. I still talk to everybody. That was a great job, but I would have become complacent and very comfortable if I continued to work there. Now, the job after that, it was a lesson. The job after that, I took on a salon manager position in hopes of helping that person expand and grow their business. But we just headbutted, in a sense, about a lot of things. And it actually helped me. I almost can say that I failed at being a salon manager, but it definitely opened the doors and helped me significantly when it came to running my own business. I can speak from experience because I have a business, basically a business in the growth stage, which is the slime laboratory. It's kind of a monopoly. So right now that business is on the up because there is nobody here that does what I do. We have our usual like Chuck E. Cheese and like Launch and Sky Zone and all that fun stuff. But there is nobody within the state, within like 12 hours away that does what I do. So I kind of created a monopoly. So that business is in growth mode and it is in go mode. That's where all my focus is at. That's what I'm pursuing. But I say all that to say it wasn't always in growth mode. We started at market days here in Columbus, which is basically farmer's market. So we started there. Our slimes was $5, which is really low. But products wasn't that expensive. We were not in inflation and hyperinflation and all that fun stuff that's going on now. So that completely, I gotta stop saying so much. So the first year we started was in 2019. This company was not even really, I never saw it to be a company per se. It was literally something for my kids to do to be able to earn their money when it came to, because we didn't pay them allowances. I was like, all right, I'm gonna set up something where you guys can actually learn how to make your own money. And this is y'all business. So we're gonna just have fun with it, not realizing, not looking forward 3 years later to me now having a storefront, hosting birthday parties, doing bigger events and all that fun stuff. So it has definitely been a roller coaster, but I will have to say that my business is not at the profitable business stage just yet. To be completely transparent, I've poured, I don't even know how I made this money because like I said, I am not working a job. I took the leap of faith. I had no savings, no savings, no cushion, no backup plan. I'm out here with no health insurance just yet. I'm working on it. Don't judge my life. Don't judge me, okay? This is the things that entrepreneurs really don't bring up that I'm bringing up, because it's like everybody wants to hop into entrepreneurship, but do you? Because it was much easier. If I would have stayed at the bank, I had my 401k set up, I had my stocks purchased, I had my set schedule, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, maybe 1 or 2 Saturday mornings per month, maybe. It was very comfortable. It was very, very comfortable. It was easy. There was growth potential. It was smooth sailing. Like if I really didn't want to be an entrepreneur, I could have sat there for 20 to 30 years and been very comfortable and been able to live very comfortably. And I would say another thing about entrepreneurship, if you're going into it because you want to become a millionaire, good luck with that mind state. Because I won't say good luck, actually, no, because we all want to be, I don't know if everybody wants to be a millionaire, but we all want to be comfortable. So we want to be able to afford the comforts of life through working a job or through entrepreneurship. But I want to tell you guys, like up front, it is not easy being an entrepreneur. You are not just going to jump into the ocean and swim. You're going to have sharks that you got to get past. You're going to have fish. You're going to have the salt water burning your eyes. Like you're going to have a whole, it's hard. It is not an easy task. And for somebody like me that did jump, because I don't even understand how I was able to stay afloat. When I say I literally bet the house, like the house is on the line. I don't own a house, I rent. But if I owned the house, basically at this point, the house would be literally banking on whether this first business venture is going to be successful. So far, it has been amazing. The journey has been amazing, but I just want to make it very clear and cut that entrepreneurship and owning your own business is not easy. And it's not how social media paints it out to be. You will, if it's not something you love, like I said, it will become a job. You have to be the entrepreneur. You have to be the manager. You have to be the supervisor. You have to be the employee. You have to be the CEO, the CFO, the accountant. Like it comes with so many different hats that you don't have to worry about when you work a 9 to 5. I don't think people have really truly grasped that. Everybody was like, oh, I don't want to work for anybody else, which I get. Trust me. If nobody else gets that, I get it. But you also got to realize you're giving up one monster for another. Like, most people that come to me, I've been also doing like business coaching and marketing and social media and branding. And I've had people come to me, they want to start these businesses, but they're also not willing to, or not ready to, I don't know. They're not wanting to invest money nor the time that is necessary to expand and grow their business to where they want it to be. And that can get sticky. If you're not willing to invest in your brand, like I've had people, like I also build websites. I hate building websites, but I'll do them. If a client asks me to do them, I will do a website. But most people are not willing to spend the money that it takes to get these websites built. And I'm ranting right now, but if you are wanting somebody to do the work and build your brand, you will have to pay for somebody to do the work and build your brand. If you don't want to pay the money, then you need to build your brand through Google. Like, not trying to be funny or anything, but Google literally has the answer. If Google doesn't have the answer, YouTube has the answer. They're the same company. So, I mean, if you are a visual learner, go to YouTube. If you can read it, go to Google. But if you are not willing, or if you're not in the position, which I was not, still kind of not, that's why I do everything myself. Like, I literally built all my websites myself. I do my marketing myself. I do my customer service myself. I do my branding. Everything that has to do with each one of my businesses, I do myself, which is a job in itself. Because now you're not only your own manager, your technician, you're the entrepreneur, you're the CFO, you are also your marketing manager, your social media manager, your content creator. There is so much that goes into running a business. I'm ranting. I don't want this video to be too long, but I am going to dive into different topics when it comes to entrepreneurship, and I'm going to dive into a couple topics when it comes to actually just working a job, because a lot of people like to think working a job is not the it thing right now. But in actuality, I mean, it was much easier when I was working a job, like getting up, not having to really think about what everything entailed. It was easier. My paycheck was hitting every 2 weeks. I had my benefits, I had my insurance, and that's a huge thing that a lot of people don't talk about. Like, you now have to start saving and doing your 401k yourself. You now have to go out and get insurance, which can cost you, at the lowest I've seen, maybe between $200 a month and $1,500 plus. Like, I done seen some wild insurance, and this is per month. So this is also adding on to your household bills that you still have to pay. And a lot of people don't realize that when they say, "Oh, I want to quit my job and I want to pursue," just because they start making a little bit of coin when it comes to entrepreneurship, they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna just quit, and I'm gonna just go ahead and do my entrepreneurship thing full time," which I'll never knock. But I wasn't smart when I jumped. Let's just call a duck a duck. If it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a duck. Like, I wasn't prepared for the roller coaster ride, but I also had faith. If you're like a believer in God, if you're a believer in the universe, if you're a believer in spirituality, that helped me significantly when it came to building my brand, which I am still in the process of building. Like I said, I'm on the growth stage. You have like your startup stage, and then you have, I forgot the stage in between, but then you have the growth when you're on the up and up. So one of my businesses is on the up and up. I'm hoping to make 6 figures with this business by the end of this year, which it is projecting to possibly get to that point, which would be amazing. Like I said, I knew my business was ready for expansion, and I've looked at the numbers, and we're making what it took us a year to make before is now taking us maybe a month. By mid-May, we'll be at what it took us all of 2021 to make. We'll be there in just a month and a half. That's how I know, okay, now is the time that I probably should have just been quitting my job, but I didn't go that route. So, I mean, can't cry with spilled milk. All I can do is grab a towel and clean it up. So that's what I'm doing. But I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm going to cut it right here. But I am going to do a series on entrepreneurship. Also, I am going to do some videos on like the interview processes and all that fun stuff, and working a 9-to-5, and how to create other streams of income while working your 9-to-5, because I did a lot of things while I was still working in corporate America. While I was still working my other jobs, I still had little streams here and there. They were not big streams. I don't want y'all to think that I got all this money, because I don't right now. But hopefully, not hopefully, in a few months, I'm gonna be like, yes, it's here. And this is how I did it. So I kind of want to come in to show you guys the process, because a lot of people don't show you the middle stage. Here is my middle stage. I am in the middle, somewhere in the middle. I don't know if it's closer to the beginning. I know it ain't nowhere near the end. So I'm somewhere in the middle stage, in the meat of things, as you can say, which a lot of people will not show you. They're going to just show you their successes. And that's the biggest problem that I have now with a lot of entrepreneurs. They're showing you their successes, but I think it's time to reel it in, because there are so many people wanting to leave their job and that are leaving their job thinking that entrepreneurship is going to be more beneficial, when in actuality, it's going to take way more work than working on somebody's job. And if you're not prepared mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, stay your butt on your job for right now. But we'll talk about that. Baby.